This is Jamey with Stonemaier Games, and today I'm going to share my favorite mechanism in a game that was completely off my radar, and that is Masters of the Renaissance. I played this with 4 players at Geekway to the West recently, and it is basically a card version of, I always forget this name, Lorenzo il Magnifico. But I don't remember much about that game, but I will remember this game. I really liked my first 4-player play of this game, Masters of the Renaissance. And it's very streamlined, and there are 2 puzzles of it, 2 puzzles in it that I really liked. The first is this little marble puzzle. Check out this little marble puzzle. This is really cool. This is one of the ways that you get resources in the game, maybe the main way that you get resources in the game. If you choose to gain resources, all you do is you take out a marble and you pop it in either on one of these rows or one of these columns this way. There are arrows on this plastic mat to show you where they go. The plastic mat is really well designed to lock in these marbles and still allow you to push a marble out. And when you push a marble out, the tray is even designed so that the marble that you pushed out rolls down here. So it rolls down this slide and rolls over here. Really cool execution of this little tray here. And when you do that, before you push, you gain the resources shown in this marble puzzle. So for example, kind of a nice row right here is if I push a marble through this row right now, I would gain 2 purple resources and 1 blue resource. The whites are nothing. However, there are some cards in the game that can give meaning to the white marbles, but otherwise they are just empty. And I think that's a really key to include an empty resource marble thing here in this display. And also the reds are not a resource. They are a thing that you're moving on a track. I forget the name of it. Something related to religion, I think. But you're moving up there. And that is crucial because you do have a very limited amount of space where you can store resources in the game. So sometimes it's really nice to take this red resource or red token because you don't have room for another resource token. So yeah, that's the first puzzle of the game that I really like. It also contributes to these order cards that you're gaining. And one of the other things that you can do in your turn is run your engine after you've accumulated some of these cards. And it's just really satisfying to run this engine. Reminds me a little bit of Wingspan, actually, one of our games. In that, in Wingspan, you are triggering these cards in a certain order. In this game, you are doing resource conversions. You're converting, like in this case, you're converting 1 yellow and 1 blue to 2 gray and one of the religious resource that I mentioned. And the really nice thing about this conversion, it just feels good because you have worked pretty hard to get these cards out here. They're not easy to get. You've worked pretty hard to get them out here, and you are doing this conversion system, and it just feels good. And also, crucially, tied to what I said before about having limited space for resources, the resources that you're gaining from this go into a separate unlimited pool. So when you run your engine, the resources that you get are unlimited. You don't have to worry about how many resources you're getting there. It just feels good. You're getting more and more stuff. You don't have to feel that tightness that you feel in the marble puzzle. And so these 2 together, I think, combine for a really nice element. These 2 plus your limited resources, in fact, tied together by that limited resource space, work together really well. I'd love to see, I think there's one other game that I've seen with a puzzle like this, not with marbles specifically. I mean, there is Potion Explosion that uses marbles, but there's another game, it's a Euro game that uses tiles that you're pushing in to gain resources. But this is kind of simple. I like that it's just marbles. You don't have to remember what all these different icons on tiles mean or anything like that. And the whole setup is really cool. I really like that. I would love to see this in another game. And this is just a good reminder to me that there's some still really unique things that you can do with running an engine of cards in games. So yeah, those are my favorite mechanisms in Masters of the Renaissance. If you have any other games that this makes you think of, or if you have a different favorite mechanism in this game, I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments below. Thanks.